forgot something. I forgot something.
If you're new around here.
Now I'm really ready. Now I'm really ready.
How the are ya? Let's jump straight into it. Now, right out the gate, we invite Sandy to come to Glove World with us, but she rejects us.
Thanks, but you ain't putting no glove on this squirrel.
Having never been rejected before, we're not sure how to handle it, so we take out our anger and frustration on these NPCs. And yes, even the kids aren't safe. And on our way to Glove World, we bounce 10 times for a trophy.
Nah, still not cool enough. Huh?
Now, as SpongeBob and Patrick, we get told that we can have this magical bubble soap, and I mean, what can go wrong, right? So, as we do, we end up ruining Bikini Bottom, and we have to work together to try and restore it back to its former glory. Now, with Bikini Bottom submerged in water, we decide to suit up, go to our first realm to rescue our friends who were sucked through the cosmic portal. Damn, we are looking fly, partner. We end up in the Wild West, the jellyfish fields, and we find Mystery. Let me hear your best wee-snaw as we ride our way through the level, and we get our first sneak attack, which is going to give us a trophy. Now we get stopped by Mrs. Puff, and she says we can't ride these horses unless we get our license. So we buckle up, saddle up, and we get our license. But I think it only works on horses. As we continue looking to save Mr. Krabs, we end up finding Deputy Sandy, and she challenges us to a drink-off. And, yeah, what a stupid move on her behalf. After showing her that we cannot be outdrank, we then come across a bit of a standoff here. What's in that thing? What's that white stuff? But we get a trophy for bubbling him 10 times. Bubble the trouble. And as we keep making our way through the level, we end up getting a trophy for killing 50 enemies without taking damage. We're then later on meant to suck off these cactuses so we can get the juice out of them. So we... Look, man, they call me the Suck Master in college. Now we find out in this universe, Mr. Krabs is just using us to suck off the cactuses and supply him with juice. We're not having that. So with our license, we get on Mystery and we chase after him. And all we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ. Growing up in the 90s, we trained for this, right? We were playing San Andreas. We were chasing the train, killing the enemies on the train. And then eventually we got to do something I wish I could have done in real life, and that's get rid of crabs. But I digress. We make our escape and we leave Jellyfish Fields, but we don't leave empty-handed. We also get ourselves another trophy. We unlock another new costume. We are the Karate King, and we make our way to our new zone. In this new zone, we are basically an actor. We are a paid actor. I think we get paid. And we have to make a really badass karate scene. As we make our way through this side-scrolling action scene, we are popping off, killing enemies, doing some sick shots. Then we learn how to do the karate kick. So it'd be a great way to take out enemies throughout our playthrough. And also, we found these secret spatulas, and there's one in each realm that we have to find. Shortly after, we use the Krusty Krab pizza. Is the pizza positively? And that's going to give us another trophy for flying 1,000 meters with it. This chapter was action-packed. We found ourselves recreating memes, doing some slow-mo karate kick shots, and even ongoing traffic. We then make it to the end of the level where we fight Sandy, and there's a no damage trophy, but yeah, I got hit. Living with our failures, we decide we'll come back for that later, and we get our next costume so we can go to Goo Lagoon. And it always makes me think of this episode right here.
Goo Lagoon, a stinky mud puddle to you and me, but to the inhabitants of Bikini Bottom, a wonderful stinky mud puddle.
And I agree, it is wonderful, because right off the bat, we get a trophy for karate kicking enemies. We find ourselves dodging a barrage of pies sent to us by Admiral Prawn, and then we get the world's massive wedgie deep inside our crack, and we meet the Flying Dutchman, which the Admiral Prawn absolutely roasted.
Withered broccoli ahead. Never mind, it's just the Flying Dutchman.
That one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it.
We end up spinning 6 umbrellas on the beach for an easy trophy. And then we unlock a swinging ability. Now we could really kick some ass. So we use that to our advantage and we start saving these anchovies. And we're going around, we're taking out enemies. It was absolutely badass. We took out this one enemy here, actually. This is not the clip. What the hell? Oh, Yamete Kudasai. After that twerk fest, the Flying Dutchman didn't think we'd ever be pirates. So we raise our Jolly Roger and show him that we can be. Plus, we recover his socks. He sends us to go take on Admiral Prawn, where we have to defeat these enemies in under 5 minutes and take back the ship that's ours. And we also got a miscellaneous trophy here for that. Now, with 2 minutes left on the clock, we're on our last enemy. We just have to take him out, and we can get not only the story-related trophy, but the trophy for doing it under 5 minutes. With both of those trophies in the bag, we're also rewarded a kiss from the mermaid. And then we find ourselves in our new realm, which is scary as hell. We're in a Halloween rock bottom, and if you can't understand me right now, that's because I can't understand your accent. We are in rock bottom with all the creepy bottom dwellers, and Gary looks like he was turned into a giant snail. So, in our adventure to look for him, we actually have to go on a trip to find 5 candy bars to open up a door. Bro, what the... That shit looks bussin'. I'm not even gonna lie. Mrs. Puff, impressed with our candy stash, turns us to a snail, and then we can do the snail race. That allows us to make it to the next area, which we have to do a puzzle for Sandy. And it's the hash slinging, the crash bringing, the trash flinging. You get the idea. Arriving at the final boss, we have to get all the way to the end without being seen by him. If we're seen, we're going to be voided a trophy. And yeah, it's a lot harder than it looks. Well, somehow it says I got caught, so we didn't get the trophy, but we got the story-related trophy, and we'll have to come back here for cleanup, unfortunately. But we defeat Gary, and we make our way to our next realm. Now, this realm, I feel much more at home. With my room temperature IQ, I fit right in. They will never know. So we make our way down a giant slide, dodging lava, bones, as well as sea bears. That's right. No anti-sea bear circle for us. We're going all the way in. We even solve a puzzle, which I was really proud of, if you could even call it a puzzle. We arrive at the final boss. Now, there's a miscellaneous trophy to dodge all of her shockwave attacks, and if you can do it without getting hit, you're going to get rewarded a trophy, and we'll also get a story trophy for this one. Our next realm is a bit of a quick one, so we've got to save Pearl, and what happened is she kind of shooed us away, and we dropped the bubble wand. Having it broken, we needed to find someone to fix it, but first we found the golden underpants to increase our health. And then we finally found someone who could fix it. And we found the witch, and we asked her what that mouth do, and she showed us. And I'll be honest, my face was just like Patrick's when I was finished with this part, because that's impressive. We made it to the final boss, and there's a miscellaneous trophy for doing this boss without getting hit. Now, all you have to do is grab the cakes and deliver all 10 cakes to the party guests here. You can get hit by the green orbs, they just slow you down, but then that could put you at risk to get hit by the enemies. And if we did it correctly, we'll get a trophy, which we didn't get. This is just the story one. Yeah, I'm pretty trash. Adding insult to injury that we didn't get the trophy, we lose our best friend Patrick in the Glove World realm. And even this realm shoved it in our face.
And now I've lost my best friend.
Loser! Loser! You're a loser! Are you feeling sorry for yourself?
Having found Patrick, we kind of get our spirits revitalized, and we also actually managed to get the miscellaneous trophy on a boss fight, which is basically for having him destroy 20 of his own minions with his AoE attack. After that, we can then finish him off and get another story-related trophy.
It's just hard to see your childhood heroes hit rock bottom.
Now we return to Bikini Bottom where the cops try to catch us riding dirty. So we have to clean up the area, make sure there's no trash so we don't go to jail. After nearly saving everyone, Cassandra turns Squidward into a giant tentacle monster, and there's also a miscellaneous trophy on this battle. We have to do the whole battle without getting hit by his tentacle attacks, and if we manage to pull that off, we're going to get another trophy. And it gets pretty hectic. But during the fight, we get dropped a reef blower, which we can then use to suck off the enemies in the area. And then we can use that to power the attack and then damage the boss. We just rinse and repeat, and as long as we didn't get hit by the tentacle attacks, we're going to get a miscellaneous trophy and a story trophy. Yeah, spoiler alert, I got hit. I'm pissed. So we're going to have to do that again. But it's not all woe, because King Neptune's going to give us another wish. What are you doing, Patrick? Patrick, I swear to...
I could wish for, and that is...
That was fun. I wish we could do it all over again.
Having beat the game, we ignore Patrick's wish, and we go back and we start doing some cleanup. We're going to do the train part in under 3 minutes so we can get that speedrun trophy. After getting that one out of the way, we're feeling good. We're going back to Gary, trying to do this without getting caught, and yeah, fuck this.
20 minutes later.
After about 20 minutes, we're right here at the home stretch. And yeah, that actually happened. So we had to redo it again. There's no retry, by the way, so you have to quit out the menu every time you fail. But we finally got it.
Finally!
Next up on the list of retries, we had to deliver all the cakes without getting hit. This one wasn't too bad. Before, I didn't really know what I was doing, and we ended up getting it pretty easily, thankfully. But little did I know the Sandy fight was going to prove to be a pain in my ass. So we had to do the whole fight without taking any damage, and there's quite a lot going on here. So again, right at the start, we take her out with that. Then she summons a wave of enemies. We take them out without trying to get hit by these little dashy boys. And then this phase right here. This phase was a pain in my ass. Honestly, you usually get hit right at the start, and I finally didn't get hit at the start, and I thought things were going well. Like, honestly, I wasn't getting hit at all. Until I was. After about 40 minutes, I found a foolproof way to skip that phase without getting hit at all. We then would go to her second wave of enemies and then take out her security guards here, where we just kind of dodged through the middle of them. And then after we dodged this next one, that was going to be it. That's the trophy. And we finally got it, boys. And it felt good. With all the miscellaneous boss trophies out of the way, we had some miscellaneous trophies throughout the world. One of them, for example, was to find this little guy and have him sing a solo to us. So once we found his little secret area, we just stood here and we got the trophy. Upon finishing that, there were some coins we were missing, and we had to look everywhere for them because, yeah, I was still missing quite a few, and some of them were a bit trickier to find than others. And being that this was before any guides were out, I was on my own.
Big beast when it comes to the lyrics. Me, I do this thing on the mic with no gimmicks. Came a long way, I was serving in no civics, and you were trying to keep me from winning, but I did it, I did it. Ask about me, I did it. Let man stay on my sofa, I did it. Busting my watch and my choker, I did it. I kept a straight face in this poker, I did it.
Well, after many hours of searching, we found all of the hidden ones. It took quite a while, to be honest, but we made it there in the end, and we got our gold trophy. Now, after that, we did need one more costume, so we found the Flying Dutchman's quest, and we went ahead and did that for another gold trophy. We collected all the outfits, so now all we need to do is find the last secret. I could not find this for the longest time. We channeled our inner, "Art thou feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?" and we found it hidden behind this wall. We switched to the Goofy Goober outfit because we are a wizard, and we got our final trophy, and we also popped that beautiful platinum. One sponge to rule them all, guys. What a journey it had been. What an amazing sequel to a nostalgic childhood game of mine. And I hope you had a good time with me. If you did, leave a like on the video as it helps me out. And if you're one of my real ones, why don't you leave a comment below that says, "One sponge to rule them all." As always, thanks again for your time. I really do appreciate it. And if it motivated you to go for the platinum, why don't you check out my all-in-one guide that's on the channel, streamlined in an efficient order for you to smash out the trophies. Thank you guys again, and a huge shout out to our Patreon and YouTube supporters.
Inside will set you free.